Hello, I'm Sean Howard, Communications Director for the great city of Harvey. Over these next several minutes, you'll see a wonderful display of progress in our town, progress to which you, our residents, can be proud of. You are the residents who make up our wonderful community. You give us our pride, you give us our culture, and we're just so honored here today to talk about how our team has come together to offer you the best in city services. Upon being elected in 2003, Mayor Arielle Kellogg inherited a multi-million-dollar deficit. He inherited a police department that lacked professional people who could really manage the streets well, really manage your neighborhoods. We had little to no economic development. Our public works were shattered. Now, 12 years later, we've experienced rapid growth in our economic development to the tunes of hundreds of millions of dollars brought into the city's economic base. We've also now seen our police department experiencing its best year. In fact, violent crimes is its lowest here in the city of Harvey in over 20 years. And now we have a stellar public works department to which you see day in and day out, going through the streets of Harvey, trimming trees, cleaning curbs, and bringing you the best in services as possible. Even while experiencing the euphoria of our accomplishments, we must admit there were some inherited challenges. Our nation's 44th president, Barack Obama, inherited a whopping multi-trillion-dollar deficit. A deficit that could be felt throughout every community in America, every town, and unfortunately, every household. But here in the city of Harvey, we never faltered. We stood tall. Even while streamlining city services during tough economic times, we were able to attract 120 new businesses into our community. We also experienced our highest level of efficiency in our public works department, and we expanded the patrol unit within our police division. For we are the city of broad shoulders, unparalleled tenacity, and yes, we are the city that works.
Mayor Kellogg's number one priority is the safety of you, our residents. Upon being elected in 2003, the mayor inherited a police force that lacked morale, was limited in resources, and only had 24 policemen who were sworn, and also a very embarrassing crime rate. Now, nearly 12 years later, the Harvey Police Department is a much improved police force. There are now 72 sworn police personnel. There is a new and improved 911 center that is considered the best in class. A new mobile command center was purchased, one of very few in Southern Cook County. There is a renewed and improved partnership and relationship with outside agencies such as the FBI, the Cook County Sheriff's Police, and the Illinois State Police. Moreover, there is a unique partnership with residents due to a well-organized community police division. It is through this unit, along with other improvements in the police department, that violent crime now has reached its lowest level in nearly 20 years in the city of Harvey. That is not only due to our police force, but also to the residents who have partnered with the police department in overall efforts to combat crime. In addition, the United States Justice Department recently completed an assessment of our department and found it to be in good standing. Our police chief, Denard Eves, has been commended by outside agencies as well as you, the residents of Harvey. Now let's take a look at some of the additional accomplishments of the Harvey Police Department. When it comes to addressing the needs of our streets, alleys, and buildings, the Harvey Public Works Department is second to none. Our department is sought after by the Chicagoland news media due to its aggressive and firm handling of snow removals and floods. The mayor directed a lot of energy toward neighborhood improvements like street repairs, sidewalks, and streetlights. We targeted the city's pothole problem by doubling the amount of asphalt repairs done annually. During the summers of 2013 and 2014, the mayor announced a special grid program that would ensure that every street, corner, and alley would be serviced with a full force of public work employees delivering a wide range of services from tree trimmings, street cleanings, boarding up of homes, and grass cutting. This system has now been adopted by other suburban communities. Over the last year, the Public Works Department has achieved its highest levels of street repayments ever accomplished in our city's history. The department continues to receive accolades not only from outside agencies, but from scores of residents. Now here is a glimpse view of the many accomplishments of the Harvey Public Works Department. Much has been publicized about the Harvey Water Department, but the facts speak loud and clear. The mayor has recently implemented an online payment system that has already displayed record-setting deliverables as it relates to timely payments and a major decrease in long lines for water payments. Many seniors and single mothers have come to our city council meetings and applauded the mayor and the city council for adding this system to our government. However, Chicago has raised its water rates to us by a whopping 130% over the last 5 years. While Harvey did pass those increases to our municipal customers, the mayor refused to pass the increase on to you, the residents of Harvey. That's an annual increase of at least 15% per year over the last 5 years. As residents, you have had to endure a recent national recession that literally destroyed families. The mayor heard from many of you who expressed that these alarming and reckless increases by the city of Chicago would further set you back as residents. Recently, the mayor ordered the city attorneys to negotiate a fair settlement that would eliminate the debt caused by these increases onto our city. We are now extremely pleased that a settlement is near and we are current on the existing bill. The city of Harvey has paid nearly $4 million to the city of Chicago in recent months. However, the mayor has called upon the Illinois legislature to implement discipline controls on the city of Chicago as it relates to these casual increases on municipalities. Under Mayor Kellogg's leadership, hundreds of millions of dollars have been added to our local economy. Additionally, the mayor and his team have worked extremely hard to land 120 new businesses within our borders. These businesses range from manufacturing, retail, service-oriented businesses, and restaurants. But there are loads of projects that are either underway or are now just upon completion. Over the last 30 years, we have heard the 3 previous mayors of Harvey make promise after promise to demolish the former Dixie Square Mall. For 3 decades, the vacant mall was our city's biggest eyesore. Mayor Kellogg refused to be added to this endless cycle of mayors who failed to deliver on this promise. After a very aggressive lobbying campaign, personally led by the mayor, the abandoned mall was finally demolished in 2012. The mayor not only came through with the dollars to demolish this site, he and his team have now attracted companies who are presenting plans to the city for development. The mayor has instituted a strong requirement that companies who present a plan to the city must include the hiring of Harvey residents. But the city just didn't stop at Dixie Square Mall. The Kellogg administration has set records within the city concerning the number of abandoned properties that have now been successfully demolished. This includes the old Arco site on Sibley that had been left vacant for over 30 years and often attracted ills that was not becoming of a resident community. In addition, the age-old vacant Rose Apartments was demolished. Many residents argued for years that this vacant complex was the home for individuals who sought to engage in criminal activity. However, with the successful demolition of this eyesore, local residents now feel safe and are well pleased of the administration's swift response. The mayor also formed an historic alliance with the village of Dixmoor as it relates to the old Wyman Gordon complex. This project, like others, has attracted the eye of many railroad companies and manufacturing companies who now are developing proposals to be reviewed by both administrations. Mayor Kellogg again is insisting strong employee recruitment by these companies to hire Harvey residents first. There are many other major road construction projects throughout the city. One that has caught the eye of many is the Sibley and Dixie Highway project. Already well beyond 50% completion, this project offers new street pavement, sewers, and sidewalks. Under this project, many new businesses have officially approached the city to present plans from 148th to 159th and Dixie Highway. This will be a major overhaul of Dixie Highway. Now here is a listing of all of the pending and past projects completed under Mayor Kellogg's leadership. This presentation was produced to offer you a snapshot of the millions of dollars of infrastructure, new business, public works, and operational improvements of our city. Given the election season in which we have now embarked upon, there will be many naysayers and outsiders who attempt to compromise the integrity of our progress. But as residents, you've seen this before. It is our sincere hope that you would utilize this presentation to share with your friends, and yes, even the naysayers who will begin their various propaganda campaigns. But one thing is certain, the accomplishments of this administration are clear, accessible, and working. For once again, this is the city of broad shoulders, profound tradition, and the city that works. I'm Sean Howard. On behalf of Mayor Kellogg and the entire Kellogg administration, we wish you a great holiday and a very happy and prosperous new year.